Welcome to Unboxing Christmas, preparing our hearts and homes for the coming of Christ at Christmas with the Daughters of St. Paul Choir. I'm Sister Nancy Usselmann. I am the director of the Pauline Center for Media Studies in Los Angeles, and I'm here with
Kristen Jacek.
It's also in Los Angeles.
Yes, and I am a Pauline cooperator, which is like a third order with the Daughters of St. Paul, the lay association. And I'm also an actress and a screenwriter and producer and all kinds of hats in Hollywood.
So thank you for joining us today. It's great to be with all of you. We've been preparing every Saturday leading up to the great event. And what's that great event, Kristen, that's coming up?
The Christmas concert, the Sisters virtual Christmas concert. Find it anywhere online.
Right. And we have a special guest with us today, one of the stars of the Daughters of St. Paul Choir. Who is that? But Sister Faye. Welcome, Sister
Hello.
Faye.
Aloha.
Aloha. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, so Sister Faye, yeah, she's our soloist. She does a lot of, she's the marvelous dancer and singer of the choir. She brings us all a lot of laughter and joy as we're doing the concert tour. Actually, we just kind of fall over doubling in laughter. When she starts laughing, we all laugh. Just, right? But we have a good time, don't we?
Yes, we do. Have a good time for Jesus.
Amen to that.
I guess it's appropriate that sorry. I was going to say, I guess it's appropriate that I added in some humor for this week for our special characters this week. I guess it's a good thing.
And who's our character this week?
The shepherds.
So we're unboxing, as we're doing this, we're unboxing Christmas. But what we mean is we're unboxing the characters of the nativity scene. Every week we're focusing on a different character of the nativity scene. And this week, it's the shepherds. So Sister Faye, tell us a little bit about what's the role of the shepherds there in the nativity scene, do you think?
Well, they were laid back people. No, just kidding. Even though I would prefer, I have to say that I've been praying a lot because, the nativity story about mentioning the shepherd, it's something that just comes and go. But when I was asked to prepare for this unboxing the gift of Christmas, and I was selected to say something about the shepherd, I was like, who are you, shepherd? It was good because then I was reflecting on the story of the birth of Jesus, in the Gospel of Luke. And then also I'm planning and hoping to go and see the nativity story that was put up by The Chosen. I've been watching the 20-minute clip of the shepherd, the Christmas the story that was put up by the Chosen. But I would say the shepherds were very simple people, not sophisticated, they just went for the flow. I mean, they were doing what they were supposed to do by tending the sheep, loving the sheep, even some of the sheep were tend to, kind of detour in a different way. They're the ones who run after, to make sure that the sheep are okay, nobody's lost, even there was that tender characteristic, of the shepherd, but more as like humbleness and loyal to the sheep and so forth. So I'm sure we'll have some connection also to the Messiah, who himself called himself this good shepherd. So we see the characteristics of Jesus, in the life of the shepherds that we know during his life of ministry, that he himself was loyal to us, very humble, forgiving. He takes us as who we are when we're like, I don't know, weak, strong and all of that. He takes us as who we are, but not what we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really kind of amazing when we think about that God chose to appear through an angel. He sent his angels to appear to the shepherds to tell them of this great news. And think of the shepherd, the simple and and the people, the poor, those who are struggling to make a living, are really the more receptive ones to the message of the gospel, to the message of Christ. And God chose to go to them and say, hey, there's an answer to all of this struggles in this world. There's an answer to all our needs and longings, and that's in a little baby in a manger. Anybody have your little manger? Mine's a little manger right here. Oh, you don't see mine. Here's my little figure of Jesus.
Aww.
I know, weenie. But
so cute.
Oh, here's the shepherd. Isn't he cute too?
Tiny there's a little shepherd with it. Oh my goodness.
Got a little shepherd. But these are like, they're the simple people that, and I think so many times God comes and speaks to the simple of heart, those who are pure of heart, those who are open to receive the message, perhaps more than the influential people of the world. And I think that's the kind of the symbol of the shepherds for me. What about you, Kristen?
I agree. I mean, you're going to see obviously what I wrote in a minute, and I'm excited to see it because I haven't seen it yet. But no, I really wanted to touch upon just the realness and God meeting us in our reality, in our day-to-day work. You know, he's there. And I love that. And I really feel like in so many ways, you know, we kind of are in that position of the shepherds, of God breaking through our day-to-day, everyday life. And here he comes, which is so wonderful and such a gift.
Yes. So we have a special treat for you. We're going to have a little reflection video that Kristen wrote the script and we got one of our actor friends to play the parts of the shepherds. So we hope you enjoy. I'm going to add this and watch this little video.
I always wanted to be a shepherd, like David in the scriptures. It was training fit for a king. I got to tell you, the life of a shepherd, boring. Growing up in Bethlehem, I thought maybe I might be a merchant of some sort and get a
Let's just give it a second here. It's a little delayed.
Loading.
Yeah, it's got a little problems here. Let's just wait for it to come back on. Let's start that again. Okay. Okay.
I always wanted to be a shepherd, like David in the scriptures. It was training fit for a king. I got to tell you, the life of a shepherd, boring. Growing up in Bethlehem, I thought maybe I might be a merchant of some sort and get to travel the world with my goods, but no. Instead, I got stuck in this place night after night with sheep that are so stupid, they don't even know how to run away from danger. I love the thrill of potential danger and protecting my little herd. They could be wolves or some sort of...
We'll do that a little later. There's some problems with it. Of course, we have technology issues, so what's new, right? When I can get this to work, we'll show it to you. How about that?
The good news is the audio is working, so that's good. So at least something wanted to work. It's just got a weird delay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It happens.
Sorry, I've been having delays too. So, we'll see what happens. Let's see if it works now.
I always wanted to be a shepherd, like David in the scriptures. It was training fit for a king. I got to tell you, the life of a shepherd, boring. Growing up in Bethlehem, I thought maybe I might be a merchant of some sort and get to travel the world with my goods, but no.
Okay. I think it's my end, so sorry.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to, the sound is playing, so I just say let it play through and we can hear it. So, I mean, it's up to you. Oh, modern technology. You know what? This is the realness that we were talking about God and Jesus arriving in the realness and the reality of life. That's who the shepherds are. They're so real.
let's bring in our family, and I'm going to jump off and try to get back on. Okay. So, but the family that we're going to invite today is the Cornell family from the Bay Area in Northern California. And they are also Pauline cooperators. Maria is a Pauline cooperator. So let's bring her in. Hello. Welcome to the Cornell family.
Good morning.
How are
Hi,
you?
Maria. We
How
can
are you
see your
doing?
beautiful manger there.
Yes, that's the girls' manger. I'm Maria, and this
Beautiful.
is my husband Tom. And this is, who can we see? This
Oh,
is
there we
Al.
go. Now we can see everyone. So if you could just go around and just introduce yourselves, that'd be great.
Can you tell them your name?
My name's Mia. I'm Libby.
Hi,
And this is Al.
Al.
And I'm Maria, and this is.
I'm Tom.
And how old are all of you? The adults don't have to say.
4.5,
Wow.
6.5,
Both 6.5.
9.
They share a
Okay.
birthday on January 20th, so they're almost the next day.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
A couple months ago, like a month ago.
Like a month ago? Nice. Nice. And you have your shepherds there?
You do. Can you show them your shepherds?
Beautiful.
Wow. Nice.
Wow. How many shepherds do you have? It looks like 3. Wow.
One that has like 20, but I'm not going to get that one up. I could. No, we're not going to carry that ginormous thing over there. No, only one of the pets.
So are you going to place your shepherds into the nativity scene? Where did they go? Oh, they go on the outside, huh? And they're looking in. Where does baby Jesus usually go?
He usually sits right here with Mary and Joseph.
There we go, right in there.
Good job.
Nice. Wonderful. Well, are we going to pray a prayer together?
We are. We have it right here.
Okay, I'm going to share it on our screen as well, God willing.
Hopefully we'll be able to do it.
Okay, let's try that. Here it is. So if you could pray the prayer for us.
Yes. Lord, you are a God of surprises. Thank you for all the good surprises you gift our lives with. Please help us, like the shepherds, to see and be open to your surprises every day. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is wonderful.
Thanks for having us.
Let's try. Let's see if we can watch the video again. We'll see if it works. Okay, so say a little prayer.
Sister Nancy, I say if for some reason the video doesn't want to move, we can still hear it. So I say just let it play out. Yeah.
Okay, then you can at least hear it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a shepherd, like David in the scriptures. It was training fit for a king. I gotta tell you, the life of a shepherd, boring. Growing up in Bethlehem, I thought maybe I might be a merchant of some sort and get to travel the world with my goods, but no. Instead, I got stuck in this place night after night with sheep that are so stupid, they don't even know how to run away from danger. I love the thrill of potential danger and protecting my little herd. They could be wolves or some sort of wild beast lurking, and they wouldn't stand a chance against Ivan the Obliterator. Ivan. Well, that's me. I got major protective skills. I mean, I once guided my flock away from a giant hornet's nest. I once sat here for 12 hours, and I swear, both my legs went numb. I couldn't walk on them for at least 20 minutes. Samuel, down the hill, he had to help me up. That's how much nothing happens in these fields. Until one night. It all changed. Suddenly, there was this giant light in the sky, and this massive angel appeared. And Judah, that's the older, more cranky shepherd, well, he stands watch with me. He suddenly turned white and was freaking out, but not me, right? I mean, I was. The kid was shaking in his boots, head to toe. And he was just standing there with his mouth wide open. Yeah, I was afraid, no doubt. But I had enough common sense to drop to my knees and pull the kid down with me. We were standing on holy ground, and in this presence of God's great majesty. Once Judah finally pulled himself together, after the angel said, "Do not be afraid," the angel started to tell us the most surprising news, that a Savior, who was Christ the Lord, was born today. And then the angel gave us details about where he was and that he would be wrapped in swaddling clothes. Then more of his friends showed up, and they started singing in the sky. It was incredible! It was incredible! We had to go see him.
Well, so much for that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We could hear it. We could hear it at least.
Yeah, some of it.
I heard most of it. Beautiful.
Oh, we lost Sister Nancy. I love that last line. It's so funny because this was actually my first time seeing it and hearing it, because we had sent it to Chris Mean. That's the actor who actually portrayed and played both of the characters. And I hadn't heard the voiceover yet. It's so funny because there's so many steps when you're creating these things, you know, the writing process, and then the actor gets it with the director. In this case, we just have the actors kind of directing themselves and they put it together. And then finally, Sister Nancy is the last step where she adds in this beautiful visual to it. But I just love it's okay. It's okay. But I loved that last moment. I loved his delivery on that last line. It was incredible. And you can just hear the change, you know, in his voice from the beginning when he starts telling the story. There's two shepherds. One shepherd is a younger shepherd who is so excited and wants to be like David, you know, the great shepherd. And then we have our older cranky shepherd who's just been there for forever. Nothing new ever happens. And then this moment happens in their life and just totally changes the two of them. You know, it's just so incredible. And that's how it is when Christ comes into our lives. You know, our lives are not the same after that moment.
Thank you.
It was interesting. I kept reading the story, you know, in the Gospel of Luke, and all I could think of, you know, when the angel left, you know, one of the shepherds was like, all I could hear the tune of that song from the movie Vivo. The Lord is born tonight, running out of time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, that kind of haste, you know, wanting to like, we just received this good news. You know, I don't want to keep it to myself, but let's go and see where the angel was telling us of this baby who was born tonight. So it was just like, and then I was looking up, you know, just Google said, how far were the shepherds were from where Jesus was? And they were saying, well, between 80 to 90 miles. So if you're going fast paced, that's about 16 to 17 hours. I'm like, wow, that's quite a marathon to go and see where the baby was. So I said, wow, it makes sense that they're running out of time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go see where the baby is going, you know? And it just brought so much joy to them. And that's the thing too, because then when we are filled with Jesus, we are transformed, you know, we're touched by that love of Jesus. So therefore, you know, when you have that experience, it's like, and it's a good news that you're receiving. Who wants to hold it to themselves? They just wanted to share it. So that's how I felt with the shepherds. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, everyone. And thank you to the Cornell family for joining us. We're so pleased that you were able to be with us today. So are you going to have some Christmas event today? Or are you going to be doing something like decorating?
We've already decorated, but the little ones, the youngest two, are in the Nutcracker today. So we're heading there.
Oh, wow.
And then we're heading to Southern California for vacation.
Nice.
Ooh, very
Well,
nice.
pop on by if you're in the area. Well, nice to see you all. God bless you.
You too.
Take care.
Blessed Advent.
Blessed Advent. Bye-bye. So, Sister Faye, what are we like leading up until this beautiful event that's happening when? On December 12th, right? What is that? What's that event?
It's Christmas. Well, before Christmas, it is God with us. Daughters of St. Paul Christmas concert virtual on December 12th, right?
That's it.
Yay!
There you go. I'll put it up here just in case.
Yes.
It's a Daughters of St. Paul YouTube channel. So look for it, Daughters of St. Paul. And it's the God is With Us virtual Christmas concert, Sunday, December 12th, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And wherever other time zone you're in, you can just figure that out according to this time. But Sister Faye, I mean, she posts something on, social media, and the entire island of Samoa gets on and is watching everything she does. No, I'm not kidding. That's not a joke, right? It's the entire island. Yeah.
So if there are any Pacific Islanders listening to this live, or will be getting connection to any of the Daughters of St. Paul Facebook page, please join us on December 12th. Enjoy the concert by the sisters, but not just sisters performing, but really the real message of Christmas, which is Jesus himself coming, in person, just like us in this world. So please join us. Why join us?
Yes, absolutely. It's a fun event. And usually we're live on tour, going this coast to coast tour. But last year and this year, we turned it virtual, which is the next best thing to not having it at all, right? So at least we have it virtual. It's a nice event, and we figured out how to do a lot of this from a distance. So it's been interesting.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have the whole island of Samoa if it wasn't for that.
I have to say that we're even the Daughters of St. Paul, we're like shepherds in our own way, because we're in haste putting this program together to bring the good news of Jesus, being our Savior coming to us. So, and we are all, by virtue of our baptism, each of us are called to be shepherds, of being that bearer of the good news, not just good news, but Jesus, who is the good news, to bring that into the many lives of so many people. And as we know in our world today, so many people who wants to be loved, to be heard, to feel important. We all matter to the Lord. Nobody is like high or low, to Jesus, we are all the same. So let's keep being shepherds, of the good news. Give somebody a hug, call them and say hello, make them laugh, and give them hope that Jesus is still alive and he is with us always. Do not be afraid, because he is with us always.
Amen to that. Always, no matter what we struggle with, God is always with us. And that's the wonderful message of Christmas, is God coming to be one with us. He is Emmanuel. He is with us. He is in our humanity and with us in our struggles. So we have I don't know if this video clip's going to work, of the Chosen Christmas, the Christmas with the Chosen, the Messengers. It's out in theaters now. We encourage you to go see it. We have a good friend who is who plays Jesus in it, Jonathan Rumi. And we got to know several of the other people involved with the film The Chosen and the whole TV series. So we're going to watch and see if this will work.
Should we call for help? You've never done this before. Maybe the wife could come and help.
No, there isn't any time. We've got this.
No, I don't want you to see me like this.
Slow. Mary, look at me.
No, I can wait. I just go get someone.
Don't look over there, Mary. Look at me. We are not alone.
I'm so scared.
Hey, remember what your messenger said? The first thing your messenger said. It was the same thing my messenger said to me, remember?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for taking care of me. God gave you to me.
He has been our help. And in the shadow of his wings, we will sing for joy. A song of David. Come sit.
Should we...
So we couldn't quite see the visual too well, but we could hear it. And it's a kind of lovely conversation between Mary and Joseph about don't be afraid. That's what the angels came. The messengers of God come to us to say, do not be afraid. I am with you. God is with us. So it's just a lovely little clip from the film that's out there now. Christmas with the Chosen, The Messengers. If you get a chance to see it in theaters, it's worth it. I've seen it, so you can go see the series. So it's a short. There's a lot of music and a lot of different groups. Matt Marr for King and Country. A lot of groups sing Christmas carols beforehand, give a little reflection, and then there's this little clip about an acted version of the nativity scene. So you get a chance to see it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and Sister Faye mentioned it earlier. So, but yeah, so it's really nice that we can support some of these good films and television series that are out there. And The Chosen has really taken off and become very popular among all Christians, Catholics and Protestants. And I think it's really a wonderful way to reflect on the life of Christ and how the Bible kind of comes to life and the Gospels come to life through a visual representation. It's an artistic representation, so it's not the scriptures directly or word for word. It's an artistic interpretation, but it just helps us kind of maybe to sometimes visualize or imagine the scriptures come alive. Right?
Beautiful. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So what we want to do, if you have your shepherds with you today, anybody joining us, and your nativity scene, we want you to post a picture of your nativity scene with your shepherds, and we want you to use the hashtag MediaNunsChristmas. This is the hashtag we're using for the Daughters of St. Paul Christmas concert, the virtual concert on December 12th. So please post anything, and post especially when you watch the concert on December 12th. Post your family watching it, either dancing with it, having your cup of hot chocolate while you're watching, whatever you have. But use this hashtag MediaNunsChristmas and join us on December 12th. Right?
Yep. And share the link with your friends. If you have Facebook, Instagram, please share the links. Have your friends join us on December 12th for the God is With Us virtual Christmas concert put up by the Daughters of St. Paul.
And it features especially Sister Faye.
Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, Jesus does have a little centerpiece in the middle. Like he is
right.
In one song, he is the center. But otherwise, you get to hear Sister Faye's lovely voice. So, and the whole choir together. It's a wonderful experience. So
it's transforming. You watch the concert and you just feel the spirit of Christmas. It doesn't matter, you might be having stress, whatever, but you just unravel, unwind, and it's like God just transforms you. You just feel so much joy after watching the concert.
Yeah. Well, we have
and the best part. Yeah, and the best part is you can sing along and nobody else will hear you because you're in the comfort of your own home.
That's right. And don't forget, Sister Faye, to invite all your paisanos. Again, we'd say in Italian, yeah, all your paisanos.
Yeah, calling up all the Pacific Islanders. Yeah, so please join us on Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, it will be good to see some of your live chats and all of that.
Yes, please send us messages during the concert. We'll be on YouTube, but we'll be talking with you all during it. So please join us. And the good thing about this, it premieres live on December 12th, but it remains up on YouTube after that for the whole Christmas season. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it, well, you can catch it afterwards, or you can tell your family and friends and they can catch it afterwards too. So, and you can watch it many times over. We had one family who was on for the first unboxing Christmas or second unboxing Christmas. And they, and the two little kids, one was 2 years old, one was 5, and they watched it at least 50 times. Poor parents know the music inside and out. So anyway, well, it's been a blessing to be with you. Thank you, Sister Faye, for joining us for Unboxing Christmas, preparing our hearts and our homes for the coming of Christ with the Daughters of St. Paul Choir. So join us next weekend. That's December 11th, right before the concert, for our last episode of Unboxing Christmas. And guess who that character will be?
We'll find out.
We'll have to tune in next week.
Find out next week.
Tune in next week. Thank you all so much for joining us. God bless you, and prayers for you for a blessed Advent.
God bless. Bye-bye.